Listen, I need to tell you something that's going to make you uncomfortable. That girl, the smart one, the successful one, the one who has her life together, yeah, she just got her heart broken by a guy who treated her like garbage. And you're thinking, how? She's so smart. Here's what nobody tells you. Intelligence has nothing to do with it. I've spent years studying human behavior, and today I'm breaking down the 7 real reasons why incredible women fall for toxic guys, and more importantly, how to break free from the pattern. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see your relationships, past and present, in a completely different light. Let's go. Reason 1. Your brain gets addicted to the chaos. Here's what's really happening in your brain. When he finally texts you back after ignoring you for 2 days, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical that makes gambling addictive. He's amazing on Monday, cold on Tuesday, ignores you Wednesday, love bombs you Thursday, ghosts you Friday, shows up Saturday like nothing happened. Real example. Sarah's boyfriend would go silent for days, then suddenly show up at her apartment with takeout and apologies. Every time he came back, her brain lit up like a slot machine hitting jackpot. But here's the psychology. Your brain doesn't get that dopamine hit from consistency. A good guy who treats you well every day, your brain gets used to it. It feels boring. But that's not boring. That's called stability. That's what healthy love actually feels like. The fix. Ask yourself, does this relationship make me feel peaceful or anxious? Real love shouldn't feel like you're constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop. Reason 2. You become his emotional savior. Every toxic guy has a story that breaks your heart. My ex destroyed me, I have trust issues, nobody's ever understood me like you do. And your compassionate heart thinks he just needs the right person. He needs someone to show him real love. Real example. Jessica dated a guy who blamed every terrible thing he did on his traumatic past. She spent 18 months trying to prove she was different. He still ended up cheating on her twice. Here's the hard truth. Broken men don't need girlfriends. They need therapy. You're not a rehabilitation center. You're a person who deserves someone who's already doing the work on themselves. The fix. If he uses his past as an excuse for current bad behavior instead of actively working to change, that's your cue to leave. His healing is his job, not yours. Reason 3. The beginning was too good to be true. At first, toxic guys are perfect. Nonstop texting, calls you beautiful constantly, wants to see you every day, talks about the future in week 2, makes you feel like the most special person alive. Real example. Emma met someone who sent good morning texts, wrote her long paragraphs, introduced her to his friends within days. She thought, finally, someone who actually cares. 3 months later, he was calling her clingy for expecting a simple text back. This is called love bombing. They flood you with affection to hook you emotionally. Then, when the toxicity starts, you keep waiting for them to go back to normal. That perfect version, it was never real. It was debate. The fix. Genuine love builds over time. If someone's acting like your soulmates after 3 dates, that's a warning sign, not a fairy tale. Reason 4. You mistake indifference for confidence. Let's talk about the confidence trap. Toxic guys don't chase, they don't double text, they act like they don't need you, and somehow that makes you want them more. Meanwhile, the decent guy who actually shows effort, you label him too eager or desperate. Real example. Claire had 2 guys interested. Guy A planned thoughtful dates, texted consistently, asked about her life. Guy B replied when he felt like it, canceled plans last minute, put in zero effort. She chose Guy B because he's not clingy and has his own life. But reality, Guy B wasn't confident. He was emotionally unavailable. Real confidence is being secure enough to show you care. Toxic confidence is making you chase to feed an ego. The fix. Stop confusing doesn't care with confident. A quality person won't make you beg for basic respect and attention. Reason 5. You mistake drama equals passion. Movies and TV shows have sold us a massive lie. They show that real love is intense, constant breakups and makeups, fighting, then reconciling, jealousy, drama. If it's not crazy, it's not love, right? Wrong. Real example. Monica's relationship was pure chaos. They fought constantly, broke up every few weeks, made up dramatically. She told everyone, "Our connection is just so intense, it's real passion." No, that's not passion, that's instability. Real love is actually calm by comparison. It's someone asking how your day went and actually listening. It's watching movies without someone starting a fight over nothing. It's peace. The fix. If your relationship feels like a reality TV show, it's not romance, it's dysfunction. Reason 6. You've already invested too much to quit. You've given so much time, so much energy, so many second chances, so many tears. You think, I've already put in 2 years. I can't just walk away now. Real example. Lauren stayed with someone for 4 years despite repeated lying and disrespect. When friends asked why, she said, "We've been through so much. I can't throw all that away." But here's the brutal truth. Just because you've invested 2 years doesn't mean you should invest two more. You're not throwing away time. You're refusing to waste another second of it. The fix. The best time to leave was a year ago. The second best time is right now. Don't stay just because you've already stayed. Reason 7. You don't believe you deserve better. This one hits different. Maybe past relationships set a low bar. Maybe you saw unhealthy patterns growing up. Maybe somewhere along the way, you started believing that this is just what you get. Real example. Katie's first serious relationship was emotionally abusive. It became her baseline. So when the next guy gave her breadcrumbs of affection, she thought, well, at least he's better than the last one. But better than terrible is not the same as actually good. You don't just deserve better, you deserve everything. Someone who texts back, who keeps promises, who doesn't make you question your worth, who chooses you consistently without you having to convince them. The fix. Start treating yourself the way you want to be treated. Set real standards, and don't lower them for anyone, including him. Here's the truth. Look, I know leaving is hard, especially when part of you still loves him, especially when he shows glimpses of who you wish he could be. But sometimes isn't enough. Potential isn't enough. You deserve someone who is the person you need, not someone you have to fix, change, or hope will transform. If this video opened your eyes, hit that subscribe button right now. I break down psychology and relationships every week, and you seriously don't want to miss what's coming. Drop a comment and be real with me. Which reason hit you the hardest? The addiction to chaos? The savior complex? Tell me your story. I read every single one. And if someone you know is stuck in a toxic relationship, share this video with them. Sometimes people need to hear the truth from someone outside their circle. Drop a like if you're done letting toxic people control your life. Remember, you're not weak, you're not stupid, you're human. And now that you understand the psychology, you can't be fooled anymore. See you in the next one. Take care of yourself.